Well, that backfired. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's do this. Hi.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! Hey! Welcome to Buttland! It's laying down we're up. Saying hello to Tank and check out the butt. Head over to Broken Track to climb a vine. Won't betray that's Butt Maples no buy. Welcome to Buttland, the fairy tale castle.
All right, there we are. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for Brick World Crossing this evening. We are back on Buttland, and let's see. One person watching. Hey, well, thanks for tuning in tonight. We actually have a plan for the first time in a while. Last week we did a new island on a new Switch. We opened up Chan Key and started an island for a new character named Hink, which is my nickname from the Yorbrix forums. Wednesday at 11 p.m. Yeah, there we are. Hey. Well, it's a good thing I'm exhausted because if nobody joins in, then I can go to bed early. But tonight we're redesigning the... Oh, hey, look. Z Cerberus said, why don't you come in? Copper Valor is also here. Thanks for joining us tonight. You two, one of which is I thought was going to come on and co-host, but no big deal if you can't. I'm exhausted myself, so I've got a plan. C2. What do you mean? C2 people. Okay, cool. Thanks. One of which is my co-host, which is very funny. But so we're on the slower Switch 1 tonight. That's one thing I will say about the Switch 2 is it certainly loads a lot faster than this. And that's not too hard to achieve because this does take forever to get the game loaded. You don't have to if you don't want to, Ben. I mean, you do whatever you want. I don't even know where my interview screen... There it is. Yeah, so whenever. I mean, if you're already in bed or if you're putting the kids to bed. Oh, Jesse Viking Bricks is here. Hello. Actually, started trying to catch up on the Switch 2 on Chunky, and I got a little too far to the point where I was inviting villagers. So Copper Valor is also exhausted. She was on the East Coast she was on East Coast time for a few days. Oh, that's gotta throw you off a bit because you're on Mountain now, right? So I invited my first lazy, and it wasn't one that was on my list, but I was just having so much fun. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take a lazy lion. And realized that's the fun part. People love watching villager hunts. So I stopped at the first villager house, and I've got 2 more left to go. I have to get my Peppy and my normal, and we'll save that for next week's stream, and then see if we can turn it into some villager hunts every other week on the new Switch for a while. So I'm going to try to get as much done on Buttland as I can, since we'll probably be spending quite a bit of time on the new island with, that leaves like 4 weeks between if we're doing every other one on Chanki. Oh, look, it's Isabel. January 9th. Flick, yay, good. I got a lot of bugs in storage. I love his bugs. I will. All right. So, lots to do today. Should have a gift in my mailbox from Tank because he came to my house yet again. I make fun of the fact that I call Tank my boyfriend, but he comes to my house a lot. So I'm starting to think that it's mutual. Okay, I'll hold on. This is how long it takes to open your mailbox. Okay, there we go. It's a rarity, huh? Or if it's something I'm going to wear, or if it's something that's fake art. Tank came to my house yet again. I always save my Tank mail throw most of the other stuff away since it's all very repetitive. I see, look, I got a plan for today even. What did Tank send me? Tank sent me rhinestone shades. That's funny because he's a rhino. And I got a light switch from Roscoe. Thanks, buddy. Never have enough light switches in the game. I'll take that tree branch. Alright, so Roscoe's house has been moved. Tank's house has been moved. The staircase has been removed. I built a snowman incorrectly. So that means Shaver's house is moved. Looks like Annabelle's house has been moved. And last but not least, Diana's house is moved. Look, everybody, I cleared this out. We got a clean slate here. Glad that that rock didn't respawn here. Maybe I'll try building a snowman again. But it's just going to get in my way of what we're doing here. I see, like this one. This one was right. Maybe he'll give me a large snowflake. Snowboy, sorry. Hey, look who it is. It's Ben. How do I do this now? I do that, and then I gotta take myself out. And then add myself back in. That freaking dung beetle just broke the snowball.
Son of a dung beetle.
So how you feeling? You sick of seeing pictures of my Dungeon Crossing models?
Not yet.
Good. I was wondering if Nicole was... Oh, they did respawn this one right here, and it's the exact same type of rock. Damn it. All right, so I've got bridges in place. I moved these over. So this one was up and to the right, so like further back. Oh gosh, Beardo's thinking. He probably wants me to come to his house or me to visit his. What? Yeah.
Beardo.
Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. I don't know why I talk to them. All right. Well, I was hoping to get this done quickly and smoothly. I should ignore my villagers during the live stream because they're just going to do dumb shit like this.
Does he need you to catch something in his house?
No, he came to my house.
Oh, okay.
Aw, that's nice. It's going to be some shitty piece of clothing.
Look like some glasses.
It's some funny glasses. Let's see what these look like. And now he can't hand me anything else. Yeah, those are hilarious. Okay,
okay.
Come in my house. Come
Okay.
look at the house. I've been remodeling, so I don't want to hear jack shit about how it looks. So, what? Yes, everyone always comments on my floor light. Because it's the only piece of furniture really in the room. Yeah, thanks. Okay, let's go see the bathroom. Let's play high card, low card.
So I've gotten a lot of Lego done this week.
Have you?
No.
Oh, why not?
Well, it's not a very happy topic.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Oh, we can talk about it. So my wife's mother has been battling cancer,
Yeah.
and it's come and gone, and it, never seems... It's a never-ending roller coaster, cancer is, I tell you.
Mm.
So her latest surgery, her latest impact, most of it has been in her jaw area, has involved removing a large portion of her jaw and replacing it with her fibula.
Oh, my. Okay.
So that requires that you both have surgery on your leg and
Yeah.
on your jaw at the same time.
Oh, yikes. Hi, Rob Claxton. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're hearing a very depressing story about cancer.
Very. Yeah, so because of that, my wife has been between work and at the hospital with her mom. So I've had to do all of the kid things, and they have had a lot of things.
Yeah. It's summer.
So I've been at lacrosse or Girl Scouts or picking up or dropping someone off at camp every single night this week. And then, of course, when I'm not doing that, I'm putting them to bed.
Right.
So I just put Miles to bed. He returned from a basketball camp today.
Yeah. How's it going for him?
He went there for 3 days. He said he had fun. It was his first overnight camp. Mars already done 2, so he's a little behind. Since she's 2.5 years younger than him. But he said he'd go again. I guess that's all that really matters.
Yeah, it's great.
But he was his first night back tonight, so I had to pick him up at 4 o'clock from basketball camp, and then that took, 40 minutes to check out and get home. Then when we got home, Mara was dropped off from her all sports camp, and then we had 20 minutes before we had to leave to go half an hour away for her lacrosse game. So that's been basically my entire life. And when I'm not doing that,
yeah,
I've spent what little time I've had left editing pictures to post them on the Instagrams.
Yeah, that's been part of the problem I've been having this week with the Dungeon Crossing mocks, is that I don't have a photo set up. I haven't taken photos of mocks for years. I mean, I do it at shows, but I haven't done it here for my own stuff in a very long time.
Yeah. And my setup isn't perfect for photo taking. It's good enough.
Yeah.
But the background I have is cloth. I'd prefer it to be something, that has a nice, natural bend and doesn't get all wrinkly. So I have to do more editing than I would like, but as long as I select the right color background, it doesn't take too long. But it does take time.
Yeah. I think that's what I was planning on doing, is just getting the lighting right and getting some sort of piece of paper back there, and then just doing what I would do in Photoshop and pulling it out and putting it on a green background, so it looks like Animal Crossing.
It's kind of how it goes, and it's one of those things where every time I end up taking a bunch of mock pictures, then I take 2 years off, building and not taking any pictures. I completely forget the settings that I should be using on the camera, and I have to relearn it. And
yeah,
it's a whole thing every time.
I'm constantly leaving my camera on during the live stream, and when I go to use it, the battery's dead.
Yeah.
Actually, and I remembered this week to turn it off, so it's off, so I might be able to take some pictures of it tonight. I'm not crazy about where it's at yet. I want to at least add some flowers. But, I'm having monster problems.
Yes.
Well, I bore myself to tears with talking to fucking Beardo. Do you want to explain to the people what Dungeon Crossing is?
Well, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Here's Rob Claxton. Yes, sir. We've got Brothers Brick is doing a bit of a little adventure where they are combining Dungeons and Dragons with Animal Crossing. And I think they have some very clever name, something like Heroes of Fur and Feather.
You got it exactly.
But they're essentially asking you to do Dungeons and Dragons-esque quests with figures that are both castle-y and Animal Crossing-y at the same time. So it's, sort of a ideal fusion for Mark here.
And plenty of people
to get in on it.
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of people are using Fabuland figures and even Chima figures or Disney figures just to make animals part of it.
Right.
And you kind of lose the Animal Crossing aspect of it. Just Dungeon Crossing with any animal, pushing me down the stairs, Beardo, you sociopath. Rob Claxton says, within the last week, I'm just now getting used to getting back into my regular routine because going from Eastern time to Central, then back to Eastern time while at Brick World Chicago. Oh, it took you that long, really? It takes me that long to recover from Brick World as well. I assume that's why I'm still so tired. Even though I've been getting good sleep and getting lots of work done and feeling positive and happy. Yolo X says, flat iron curtains work great for backgrounds. Yeah, I'm fresh out of flat iron curtains, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't have time to flat iron them. So,
yeah. I'd love to have the time to do that. We don't even really own curtains. We have blinds in the house. Sheets, though. I have sheets. I could iron a sheet. I have an iron somewhere.
Not a flat iron, though?
I don't have an ironing board. But I typically just throw a towel on the floor. And now I've been cleaning up the basement, so I actually have room to do that. Let's see. Just can't stop picking up sticks. I think I'm going to be building some tiki torches. I was watching a stream. Maybe it was one of Copper Valor's. They said people don't do tiki torches anymore. I think that did happen on one of her streams, where one of her chat members said people don't do tiki torches anymore. I'm like, I'm going to try to make tiki torches happen again because I think it would look classy. So we've got this castle thing on the island, and I really want the village to look like a castle village, and I think it's been looking a little palacey. So when I was at my sister's, which is where I took Cheeto for 4th of July, so she wouldn't be scared, or she'd be less scared because she was still scared. But at least my sister had the basement where I could distract her, and she could hear things less. And we had like a nice box fan on down there, and I put some movies on. I watched. That's when I watched Star Wars: Rebuild the Galaxy. What was my point? Oh, and then I took out my laptop and I had an Illustrator file way back early on when I was trying to design this island. So I had the map in an Illustrator file, and I was like, let me see if I can make this look the way I want it to. Guessing and making little diagram things. I guess I could share this. Hold on, let me see. So you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, right here. So this is my Animal Crossing diagram. Look
at you, Mr. Fancy Pantsy.
Mr. Fancy Pants is what they call me. They do call me Mr. Fancy Pantsy, actually, yes. Let's see. Let's increase that. So this is the area we're going to be working on today, and I'll be continuously referencing this as we build to see if it works. I haven't had good luck with this file, but I got the creative bug while holding Cheeto. Cheeto needs to be carotid to carotid. So I was just kind of laying on the ground or laying on the couch with her neck on my neck. Kind of put that away.
Hold me closer, tiny Cheeto.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Close enough.
Yeah, I thought so. Put that away, and then what's this thing? Plaid puff sleeve shirt? Oh, that is awful. Oh, that is terrible. Oh, barf. Dude, I guess I can give it to Shavra. God, some of the clothes in this game are just absolutely hideous. Oh, I guess I can't see the comments if I leave that Illustrator file up, so... Anybody else? Nope, no new comments.
That's okay. Yeah, who's the boss when we were kids, you know?
Yeah.
For most people our age, it was Alyssa Milano was like, you know, their crush. So, were you more of a actually into Tony Danza kind of thing, or?
Probably. He's probably my type. Let's see. At that time in my life,
he seemed like he had a nice hairy chest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would say like I might have been, because it was on the same night, more of a Kirk Cameron guy, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But right. I would say it was probably Tony Danza because I was usually into the older guys. Right. Maybe a little John Stamos as I got older.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
he still looks the same, man. He does not age.
It's a little crazy. I think he has a little bit of help from some plastic.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
DuPont might send him Christmas cards. The first must-see TV sitcom crush I believe I had would have been Bull from Night Court, which if that doesn't make sense, nothing does.
I can totally see that.
Richard Mall.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
He shaved his head bald for the show because that's what the character called for. But in the off season, he like grew hair, so he'd be on talk shows and have hair, and I'd be like, ew.
Who is this guy?
That's gross.
What do you do with your head, boyfriend?
Yeah, exactly. We're just gonna drop these here for now. What's funny is if you give those back to Beardo, he'll know that they were the ones that he gave you, and like the insulted. Oh, great! Now Annabelle wants something. I can't help myself. I'm gonna see what she wants.
Does he say something to you if you give him back?
Yeah,
to him?
It's a little backhanded, snippety thing that they say. All right, Annabelle, what do you want? Yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute. That's mean. All right, just keep the stupid name. Don't make me say something insulting to you. Okay, gosh. God, there's so much busy work to do before I can get to the work. Mm-hmm. Good job.
So my my kids, my daughter in particular, they got into Fuller House when it came back
It's so bad.
as a thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you have to watch it?
But it's yeah, I mean it's but of course I remembered Full House.
Yeah.
And so we had Full House on our internal household server, our Plex server. And so my daughters watched both Fuller House and Full House. And when I see John Stamos come up on the screen, I'm like, still looks the same.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
So I watched a portion of the first episode, and I was like, I cannot watch this. I think that format is well past its prime, and then it was, I thought, poorly written and very cheesy. And of course, that's the format, cheesiness and kind of bullshit. And so Matt's like, oh, I want to watch this, and I was like, okay. And I'm like, I'm just gonna write something down on a piece of paper and leave it on the mantle. And he's like, okay. And so about 7 minutes into it, he's just like, I can't watch this. And I took the piece of paper out from the mantle, and I had written on it 7 minutes.
There you go.
That's my prediction of how long you're going to be able to handle this. Yeah. I sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Just like these actors are like mugging for the camera. Like pause for laugh, but there's no laugh track. It was very bizarre. Not a fan of it.
Was kind of one of the weird things about it was, the original, they had like the dopey music when you're supposed to learn your lesson. They didn't have some of that stuff, and it was kind of, they're like, oh, we're too mature for this or whatever, and I'm like, that's the part I was expecting. What's going on here? I'm so lost.
Right? the fake applause track during the entire credits.
Yeah. They spent an enormous amount of time through the season just talking about how hot the girls are.
Ugh.
I'm just like, okay.
And Stephanie was British for some reason. That just threw me a little bit too much.
They got rid of that pretty fast.
Oh, so she wasn't really British. It's not like the actress moved to England.
No, it was very quick. Though
that's weird.
I will say, at Brickworld Chicago, they did have a mock co-created by Jodie Sweden.
What?
Yeah, I think they're doing like an ideas submission for Full House.
Interesting.
And so one of the mock cards had her name on it.
She was always my favorite when I was a kid.
That brought it. Yeah. How about that? She brings a mock to Brickworld, and all of a sudden, she's Mark's favorite.
When I was a kid, she was my favorite because she was the middle child, but they didn't do the Jan Brady thing to her.
Yeah.
So I thought I was only like 11. I remember I wrote a paper about how much I liked Full House.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, full circle.
Yeah. I think I mostly talked in it about how funny the Olsen twins were.
Yeah, that's Mara's favorite. She loves the Olsen twins.
Are they still a thing? Like, do they do stuff? Like, does she know who they are because they're like...
Only from Full House. They are now, they're rich beyond all imagination.
Right.
Through clothes, fashion, something, I don't know. And I don't know, I don't think they do anything else. They just count their money and occasionally show up to things. I don't know.
Twirl their mustaches. That made them sound evil is what I meant. All right, so...
Probably.
Here's the first step of this. Actually, I don't mind that being a half step out. I don't know if anyone will notice. I just like the asymmetry of it, but is it worth here? What if I did this? Move that there and move this here. This is that little asymmetry. I'm not even sure that's worth it. But this would be, let's see. In front of the staircase would be, so in this file, by the way, all right, so Copper Ballard can beat your paper story. All right, go for it. Let's hear it. What's your paper story? I don't know.
Your story about writing a paper about Full House.
Oh, nice. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so this isn't bad. I actually don't mind this. What the camera actually does with this from here. I have a little triangle in here that shows this thing I have highlighted right here. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Here we go. That doop that thing. This shows like what I threw this trapezoid in here so that I could see, kind of plan for what the camera could actually see. That's how much the camera thing annoys me, is I actually put that in there to figure it out. Let's see, Discord, Ecamm Live. So we'll wait on Copper's story. So the next thing I want to do here is we're gonna put Shavra's house here, question mark, or is it we're gonna put somebody's house here. I think Diana's house. So it would start here? No, it would start here, and it would come 3 back from here. So only 2. So I'm gonna put this here to kind of mark it. Can I put that there? No, I have to get rid of this bush. All right, so real quick, looking at the balloons. I can't ever pass up a balloon. Oh, and the reason I'm leaving all the stuff on the beach over there is because I'll bring that stuff to Hink at some point, or have him come over and pick it up. And so now the beach is like incredibly cluttered. I probably lost my a China poblana. What the fuck is that even? Oh, that's pretty. Jeez. Oops. Good thing I put the pants on first, so I wouldn't be naked. And I wonder if it's a China poblana, because it looks more. All right, so this is my favorite tree configuration. I do it all over the place, and so I think what I might want to do to open this up and look, because I want it to kind of look like a medieval market village over here. So I think I may reverse this pattern. I know I'm going to reverse this pattern. We're going to start with one where it is, and then this one. So we'll have to move this tree. Oh, we're going to have to get rid of these flowers then. So tell me, when is your mother-in-law, when is her surgery?
She already had it.
When was it?
I believe it was Monday.
And how long will Rachel be there helping her recover?
She's back and forth and back and forth. So
okay.
She's been here, at nighttime, but
yeah,
not until, depending on, sometimes she comes at 9, sometimes she comes at 11, just kind of depends.
Okay.
So she's here tonight. She's
that's
put
good.
Mara to bed, so that's all positive,
Hi, Rachel.
Positive for me.
Yeah. Let's do this. And do they, once the surgery is done, do they stage it again, or do they continue treating to make sure everything comes out of the bone?
Well, I don't. So she's had several surgeries on her mouth now for this event. So she had some teeth pulled, and then she had part of her jaw removed, or part of the bone removed. This is the first time that it's like major recovery in the hospital. Before it was 1 or 2 days, and then lots of stuff at home.
Okay.
Because, she had both leg and face surgery.
Yes.
She's there at the hospital for another, at least another 3 or 4 days.
How could there not be a place to plan things? Oh, because of that. All right, shit. All right, hold on. You just hold on there, Ben.
Oh, I definitely would.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so Copper Valor loved the show Wings, which I also did as well. You know who I had a crush on that show is the maintenance guy. I love the show Wings, and I took a technical writing class where every paper used characters from the show. I got an A. That's awesome.
Check the guest chat I sent you, Mark.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Jazzy Viking Brick says, I never wrote a paper about a show, but I did take some creative license with the song from Rudolph. What?
For some reason that the Copper's comment never showed up in the comment section that I can see over here.
You can't see the public comments?
Well, I saw I can see her. I can beat your paper story, and I can see JVB.
Yeah.
But the one in between from Copper is just not on here.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Maybe it's a little too matchy. All right, I can do this then.
So I need you to tell me a true confession here.
Why is that?
I need.
I don't
to
like
know.
confessing things.
Well, I think you'll tell me the truth on this one.
Okay.
Stealth Mark,
Yeah.
was this your doing?
Yes, it was.
And I know it was your doing because I texted Sean before, and he just responded with "Who dis?" And I texted him a couple days ago. So
You got a hootis from Sean?
yes. So I'm like, well, it wasn't from Sean, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get my Stealth Mark in the house.
Yeah, me too. I'm very happy for you.
I'm sure. I'm glad you're happy for me.
Yeah, incredibly so. I love that that's your relationship with Sean too. Like he knows who you are.
I know, but I'm sure I got his number and he got my number because, through the show.
Yeah. Don't
But,
hit it with a shovel.
We don't text each other regularly or anything.
Right. Do I want this to come out? I want it to come out one past. Okay. Tiki torch. Am I into it? I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. It's going to set both those trees on fire, first of all. All right, so now we can get rid of this. We can pull this over. Actually, we have to need to get rid of all this.
Hey, did you see my guest chat? Did you look at it?
I did. Yeah, I didn't
I was
see you laugh.
I was amazingly close.
Right? Nicely done.
All right. I almost feel like I have to look at the YouTube video, which I'm still technically watching, just to catch the chats that somehow don't show up in my version of Ecamm Live.
That's very strange.
It is very
Has it
strange.
done that to you before?
First time I've ever experienced it.
Ugh. All right,
And
I'll go
it's
put some of this shit
it's
away.
just
God,
that second comment from Copper that's not on here.
that's weird. It came in at the exact same time as Jazzy Viking Bricks, which was a little odd.
Oh.
Wings was actually a funny show. It was a spin-off of Cheers. And, or was it a spin-off of Cheers? And either way, we watched that every week. I mean, once they put something on Thursday, you kind of had to watch it every week. Cosby, Family Ties, Cheers, and Night Court. Street lamp. I can put the street lamp away for now. Nah, leave it. All right, let's put those two things away.
Not allowed to watch Cosby anymore.
No, it's not cool to watch Cosby. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Nope. Which is
It's
sad. It was
already out of my mouth.
one of my wife's favorite shows.
Yeah, it was good. It was very funny. He was hilarious. I used to listen to audio cassettes of his stand-up when I was a kid. And there's still things that my family and I will quote from those stand-up routines.
Yeah.
Right, Sherry. Right, it's 11:35. Shell music box. Learn. Of course, I already know it. I know everything. I know everything. What I mean is, oh yeah, Roscoe's house looks great there. We just got to get rid of this fucking thing for now. We're watching Malcolm in the Middle on vacation. You know, that's something that they, Fox used to always put 2 episodes of The Simpsons on in the evening, and they used to put them like back to back, but then after a while they're like, let's make people watch some other syndication by putting another show in between the 2 episodes of The Simpsons. And I watched a lot of Malcolm in the Middle because of that, and I think that show was pretty smart. I thought it was pretty damn funny. Jazzy Viking Brick says, yes, I always watch the NBC shows because it came in the best. Yeah, I mean, well, that's what the ratings said, too. Like, I remember when Survivor tried to put I'm sorry, when CBS tried to put Survivor up against Friends and Seinfeld. No, wait, Seinfeld was Wednesday nights. Friends and whatever the other one. I forget what they did with what Must See TV Thursday during the Friends era. But yeah, that's not really a thing that happens anymore. People just stream shit. Okay, you can have that. I want to get out some. Oh God, look at this mess. Come on, Hank, get over here. Pick up your stuff. That's me. I probably won't be logged in as Hank until next week. Let's get something out here. I'm gonna get out some stalls and some stone fence, and we're gonna start making some fake houses so that we can see if we like how this looks. Like, nice that I came up with a plan and I'm going slower even than normal. Harper Valor says the older brother went to Alaska. Let me try to think of what she's talking about. The older brother from one of the shows we were talking about?
Probably Malcolm in the Middle.
Maybe Wings. It was somebody's older
Maybe
brother.
Wings?
Was that
Yeah,
Airport in Alaska? I guess I haven't watched it in a while.
Oh, Wings. Yeah, how is it
Yeah.
a spin-off of whatever, of Cheers or whatever? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was it Sam's older brother? Wait, there were two brothers on the show itself. I don't know. I don't know how life works. Or wait, what were we talking about? Do. All right, 2 stalls make a house.
Pretty sure it's illegal to even say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I am not a Seinfeld guy.
Malcolm. Oh, the older brother on Malcolm in the Middle. He was like, yeah, it was weird. He was on and off for the first few seasons, and then he became more of a regular. Or yeah, because he was in the military. I don't remember. But the I did watch Seinfeld like while it was like first run, but boy, by the time it got to like the later seasons, what I thought was a really clever show, and as they showed it, as everybody called it, it's a show about nothing. It's just like conversational humor and blah blah blah, which I liked about it. But then it just became a story about the most ridiculous possible consequences or coincidences. And I found it really predictable. My roommates hated watching it with me because I could call the end of every episode. I'm like, George is going to go to the bathroom at the party and take his shirt off and walk out without his shirt on. I'm like, it's obvious. Like, there's all the foreshadowing is there. The show is stupid now. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Let me see something else real quick, too. Sorry, I'm going to check a Pinterest post that I liked of a castle village. Not an Animal Crossing one, but just a matte painting of a medieval village that I liked and kind of based this on. But I just want to see what the fences were to get that medieval castle feeling. And of course I don't have it in my Animal Crossing folder. Why would I? That would be smart. Why would I not put it in there? Let's see. What else have I looked at recently? I'll just go to all. Maybe that'll give me...
Sounds dangerous.
Right, that's why I'm not doing it on screen. But for Pinterest, Pinterest is really, really clean. Pinterest is all drawings and like game concept art.
Well, I mean, as fair as that is, like, you know, I had my Millie Bobby Brown incidents.
Yeah.
On Instagram, and I didn't even look at anything for her.
Right.
For Pinterest for a long time was feeding me people from the Descendants, the Disney show Descendants, when I watched it with my kids.
Interesting. Oh, yeah.
Had to look up one of
That'll
the people to see what color their hair was, and then it just fed me like the cast of this for like 6 months straight, and it would send me emails too. Like, here's a board we think you'll be into, and I'm like, no, it's not. But man, it was bad.
Oh, it's all picket fences. I'm not doing that. Psh, stupid.
Copper Valor doesn't like Seinfeld either. Jazzy Viking Bricks, though, says the catchphrases from Seinfeld are very persistent in my brain. So there you go. Differing opinions on the Seinfeldiness.
Yeah, it ended up being one of my least favorite shows there towards the end. I thought the finale was ridiculously stupid. Ridiculously stupid, not just stupid. I was going to create a new custom pattern for the medieval market village square, but that didn't happen. And good thing I got two stalls that match, but I don't think that really matters. It just annoys me in the meantime. Let's see. I'll bring up these comments since you read them, but I didn't click on them. All right, so first things first here. Let me bring up actually then my Illustrator file. Check everything against that. Looks like this is where I telling myself I want things. And then the viewpoint would be between the staircase, which isn't there yet, and then this. All right, so how does this look if this thing off to the right is going to be a house? Does this look like enough room for a medieval village square?
Probably.
Okay. That's easy enough. Let's see how much we can see with our little camera trick. Okay. Alright, I'm okay with it. We're ready to move forward then. Okay, so far so good. One thing I want to check too, instead of sticking to the symmetry of that outcropping there, I wonder if we did this. Oops. And that. And then this. Wait. And that. Wait. Wait, no. Wait, that's still just one opening. How did it remain the exact same? Oh, because I wasn't able to push it all the way. All right. Well, just here, get rid of these for now. Now I'm going to have too much stuff in my pockets. All right, we just got a new like, so I don't know who the new person is here, but thanks for joining us, whoever you are. So Jazzy Viking Brick says, I liked it back in the day, but yeah, the finale was garbage, and I don't watch it now, yeah. And even the last few episodes where they're like, I don't remember, there was the gay mafia characters, like, I was, ugh. There was so much wrong with everything they did in that last season. But yeah, the final episode, I was really hoping that it would literally be an episode about absolutely nothing. And just really go back to your roots and really be what you said you were from the beginning. And kind of smack people in the face with their expectations. Because that's all anybody would talk about, even on the news. Like the Seinfeld episode, the Seinfeld finale is going to come up. Here's what experts think it's going to be about. I'm like, shut up. Yeah, I kind of like...
It's as bad as Caitlin Clark.
It is. All right, so let me ask you your opinion here.
I have no opinions.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
All right, for a little medieval market village.
I have no good opinions. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's that. For medieval market village, and I'll probably get rid of this fancy area here in front of it, so ignore this. But for a medieval market village, which fence do you like better there? Actually, let me do this. Turn off all the stuff.
I will tell you, the one that looks more medievally is probably the one on the right, but I like the one on the left like 15 times more. Kind of feels like the one on the left is like for a church or like a specific fancy building, and you wouldn't put it like all over town.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
I do. And I do have it in the orchard, unless I think I replaced all that with ice fence. Nope, see? It's all over the orchard. Oh, yeah, I put ice fence here, which was lazy of me. I should have replaced all of it, but yeah, it's kind of all over the place. Yes, it's around resident services. Yeah, I think there's enough of it out there. Okay, cool. So we'll use the stone fence, because I like that fence, and I don't use it anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no. Who's thinking? Beardo, but I already went to his house. What do you want? Yeah, you can. It's not for sale, Dick. I'm busy. Hey, that thing you're carrying around that's somewhat rare, give it to me. No, I don't know why that's a feature of the game. It's like, and you reach a certain level of friendship where you can trade with them, and I'm like, I don't want to trade with them. There's a reason I got this.
I'm keeping my lamp.
That's fucking right I am. My eyes are on fire again. What is up with me lately?
I don't know. You're getting old like me.
Yeah, we're getting old. Age. Ah, god damn it. Just fucking bury it again. Alright, what can I get rid of here that... I'll just bury these fucking bushes somewhere. Hold on. I'm just gonna dig them up again soon. Everything is so annoying. So at least keep light. I was having trouble like planting bushes places because they were all different bushes. Not even just different colors, but completely different bushes. And I was like, how did I do this? No, don't. Oh, fuck you. I get very angry at this game sometimes. So, thoughts for the Sunday live stream? Anything special you feel like doing?
There been any good, exciting news?
I don't know.
Well,
I get all my news from you.
We're gonna see Soundwave soon.
What does that mean?
From Transformers.
Oh, yay!
They definitely have a leaked image of that, so I think that'll be any minute now.
Okay.
There are a bunch of like promos that people are doing right now with Prime Day and Insider Day and all that shit, but it might be over by then.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's good. I had a personal experience.
Ooh, personal experience.
Yeah, so you know, lacrosse is like my entire life right now is going to Mars lacrosse games.
Yes.
And they had one down in Shakopee, which is like a suburb like 40 minutes from here. And so they're at this tournament, and in between games, they had a long layover, and so they were going to go to the beach, or team was. And they did, so I dropped them off and went to the Bricks and Minifigs there, and wouldn't you know it, they had the Imperial Trading Post there, like my white whale set.
Yeah,
but
holy
I
shit.
didn't buy it.
Why? What's wrong with you?
Because, and it would look like it was in great condition, because my wife texted me that Mara and Miles were bored at the beach and I had to come back and get them, and it was like a 20-minute drive to go back to them from where I had to go.
Yeah, but
So
how
they
long
had
does the
to-
purchase take you?
I had to fly out of there, man, and I didn't want it in the car for, you know,
In
4
case what, it
hours.
melted?
I don't know.
Or
It
someone was
made
going to be
no
like, oh my god,
sense.
an Imperial Trading Post. I've got to break into that car.
I have no good excuse for why that happened. It just did.
There are trunks too, unless somebody watched you put it in the trunk at Bricks and Minifigs and was like, I need that fucking thing. I'm going to follow his ass.
I don't have
Pry
a trunk.
that trunk open. You don't even have
Yeah.
Oh, you have a station wagon or an SUV, right?
Right, SUVs. And so, you know, I didn't get it, and I feel like I missed my opportunity.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you did not get it. I mean, Bricks and
Yeah.
Minifigs basically listens to you. It's got the pulse of your spirit animal,
I know.
and the universe brought it to you.
I
Your
know.
white whale.
I know.
But we know what happened to Captain Ahab, so
It's true. And so, you know, I didn't buy it. I feel bad. Anyway, I don't know how this relates back to what we should do Sunday, but, you know, it probably does somehow.
yeah. You want to do a white whale segment?
Maybe. Maybe I do.
Okay.
There's also apparently going to be a Lego Friends live action musical special in 2026.
this is great news.
Yeah.
I could not be more excited about that.
Yeah, dude. Wow, they're like going all out here. Kenny Ortega will serve as the executive producer for the project.
Who the hell is that?
He's an award-winning director and producer, of course.
Oh, okay, duh, sorry.
Jeez,
Kenny Ortega. So what's he done?
He's known for High School Musical, Descendants, Hocus Pocus, and choreographed a slew of iconic films.
Oh, him, duh, oh, duh, stupid me.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Goose
filming
bottom.
set to begin in London
It's fucking awesome.
in 2026. Sometime in 2026. So it's like a whole thing.
That's great. Oh, great, thanks.
There's also a lot of stuff on clearance right now. So I think we can do some sort of clearance and white whale discussion for sure.
Okay.
Like, what should you get on clearance, and what would you get? It's essentially, what would you buy now that it's cheap, and then the white whale, what would you overpay for because it's your white whale?
Okay.
That's what we'll talk about.
But it's not Marry, Kiss, Kill.
No.
We're not gonna
We
do
gotta
it in that
save that.
format. Okay.
We gotta save that. We gotta save it.
I just want all the Fabuland boxes empty, and I want to put them up on keepsake shelves. So I kind of cheated this game because I'm boring with it.
Yeah.
I guess I could try not to be boring with it, and actually say, like, if I saw this,
yeah, we'll figure it out.
what Lego sets do you actually dream about buying? Because I could do that for sure. Except mine are always like, oh my god, there was new Fabuland sets in the Shop at Home catalog, and you didn't buy them for some reason. And then I'm desperately trying to find a Shop at Home catalog so I can see if I can still buy it. So Copper Valor bought a cute little duck in a T-Rex suit. Picture didn't happen. I want to see this thing. That sounds amazing. Where did you buy this? And is it? It's not Lego, obviously. Is it some sort of little?
What is that even? Yeah. It's like, hey, I bought this super weird thing, but we're both like,
like, is it an actual duck?
Is
a
it
living
an actual
duck?
T-Rex?
And ooh, no, it's a T-Rex suit. We already have the answer to that. Silly. Oh, here, hi, Goose. I did that thing. Why are you wearing a nightshirt? You're welcome. Yeah, yes, he did. Vitamin M and Booger Butt. I have many names here. Would I get a printed layered shirt? Let me go drop that on the beach for Pink. Here, this will be. Oh, there's a big old.
At Five Below, apparently.
Drop item. Five Below. All right, it sounds adorable. Oh wait, I saw that. I saw it on. It's a members only video on her stream. It's freaking cute as hell. I stopped in my tracks. I was like, wait a minute, what is that? Yeah, I should do fun members only streams where we like go to the dog park. Ducks are apparently the thing now. Are they? Ooh, Ben, that'd be a fun segment. Ducks in other animal suits.
That is a weird thing.
I don't know if we can come up with a standard for the duck size. We could probably do it live. Maybe do a Duck Island. Oh, I wish I liked the duck characters in the show, in the game. I'll do an all Rhino Island. I'll do that in a fucking heartbeat. Yeah, Alphonse is here. You didn't miss a lot. I've only just gotten started to the actual designing part.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, looking at this Soundwave picture, we've got lifestyle shots. We're 100% going to see an announcement probably by Sunday.
Okay, who's posting the lifestyle shots? Is it just on Reddit?
Yes.
Does it give a source? Why am I shouting?
It does. It does, but it is 100% real.
All right, we have permission to show Copper Valor's duck in a T-Rex outfit. Do. Hey,
he's gonna have a sound brick.
Ooh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Have you seen the oh God, forgive me if I get this guy's name wrong. Pharrell Williams, Brick by Brick movie?
No, I have not.
I don't know anyone who has.
Where was it viewable? Is it
In
on
movie
a streaming
theaters?
service now?
I think it's on a streaming
Okay.
service now, yes.
Okay. Because the movies I go to are 100% animated children's movies, and that one maybe my kids would have wanted to see, but I kind of think not. So I don't know.
I have to see if or is it a short, Copper? Maybe it's a short. Where is it?
Duck in a T-Rex.
I know I saw this. It's not alive. Wait, no. Videos. Latest. I just saw this. Let me check my view history.
Dangerous.
Copper, where is it? Home video shorts live. It wasn't live. Posts? Was it a post? Yes, it was. Yeah, that's why I saw it. Okay. All right, cool. Bridges inclines. Let's get this done at least.
Members post.
Let's build a bridge. No, let's make an incline. Yeah, shut up. Yeah. I wish they had different color staircases. Like, the gray stone doesn't really go with all the other stone and brick in the game. Yes!
Oh.
Okay. Okay. I will. Hey, this isn't my first rodeo. All right. Let's go. All right, look at this thing.
Oh, it's like a Jurassic Park sub-branded thing. Interesting.
That's amazing. I probably would have had to buy that too.
Thing is funny.
Money well spent. There we go. Members post. Yes, thank you. Was not a video, it was a post. Yay, perfect.
And it probably cost less than $5.
That's why I think the universe is serendipitous, because like I think her sense of humor is so close to ours. And then she has like, no offense, Copper, like the nerdiness side where she's got a bunch of like things that she's into. So all of her member videos are like super interesting. Like I talked about last week with all the botanical garden stuff that she does. I call myself a nerd all the time, just in case you're like, what the hell? Why do these bros always insult me when I'm here? I'd like a layout change, please. Excellent.
Well, that's the first thing I say every time I enter the chat on Friday Night Breaks is, sup, Lego nerds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, let's just do this shit already. Okay. Okay, I'll wait.
I mean, I've got nothing to stand on because every t-shirt I own is either a sports team, a superhero, or Brick World. That's like it. That's all I have.
You know, there was a time while I was in high school where like graphic tees went out of style. And like
Never.
I must have worn one on the wrong day. Because like I'm still averse I'm still averse to wearing graphic tees. I do have a Sweet Simpsons one though. It's the Lard Lad Donuts Big Boy or whatever.
Did you get called a nerd or something, Mark, and it just ruined your life for a couple weeks?
A couple weeks, dear Lord.
Yeah.
I was that guy who like in junior high we moved when I was going into 6th grade. And so when I went into 6th grade in a new town, like there were two schools coming together, Palos East and Palos West coming together into Palos South. And it was the first year that like 6th grade was at that school. So the 6th graders that lived there before I lived there were like, they were about to be the oldest in the school and suddenly they became the youngest in a new school. And so they all stuck to each other pretty closely. It was a traumatic experience apparently for all of them. And the I didn't fit in with anybody. I was like that kid that nobody liked, just like kind of an easy target because nobody knew who I was, didn't have any friends, and I was going through puberty rather early, and so I was very hairy. I had a mustache. My hair was growing out of control. I had body odor. I had to wear deodorant, and I had a I have what's the it's not contact dermatitis. I forget the name of my skin condition, but I get really scaly, and I'm allergic to a lot of things with certain like oils in them. And so the first deodorant I used, I was allergic to, and I'd break out in a rash, and I didn't know that's what was causing it. So I was always like itchy and like just sweaty and kind of like, yeah, I had a lot of hair.
Yeah, perfect childhood. You didn't get teased at all for that, though, I'm sure.
No, and we had to change, for gym class every day, and they during the spring and fall when it was still really hot out, they would make a shower. Dear God. Some of this, yeah. For those of you who don't know what I'm doing, I'm starting to put together a medieval market village for my Animal Crossing island here. And so I'm putting in a staircase. I'm moving one of the homes. I moved them all like to the beaches and the edges of the cliffs, so my island is a complete mess right now. So I'm moving Annabelle's house to this area so her house can be in the square itself. I want it to look a little bit like a medieval shop. And so I've already moved it. And I'm going to change the facade of the house. Okay, well, we just talked to her. Jeez, Tom. Tom makes everything difficult. And I'm not crying about what we just talked about. I just put eye drops in because my eyes are on fire. Because of whatever dermatitis I have makes my skin and eyes and orifices do all odd things. I get cellulitis and my mucous membranes. Learning a lot about me tonight.
Yeah, I've been walking you into trauma triggers lately, though, so, it's probably my fault.
They're around every fucking corner, so it's certainly not your fault.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Alphonse says, what the fuck is that? Did it eat the duck? It does not look like it ate a T-Rex ate the duck. But I do think it's a really clever design for wearing the costume. But it could also be a T-Rex ate the duck. And the cover says, I got the last one in that store and nobody else had that one. That's awesome. That's a great find. Okay, and we'll redesign the interior of her house at some point. I've already redesigned the interior of Annabelle's house. I think it's rather rad. But yeah, okay, you can have your fucking money, Tom. Jesus, this guy's a pariah. Let's just do the exterior. All right, so this is her house right now, which I think is rather cute. However, it does not look medieval at all. So let me see if there's any siding that might make it look medieval. This looks jungly. No. So we're going to have to change the shape of the house. Let's see if we've got any medievally siding for this. Log doesn't exactly do it.
That one immediately says Cinderella Cottage to me.
So this is what Beardo's house looks like already.
Okay, that's medieval-y kind of.
And Beardo's going to go over there, so I want it to look even more different than that. So we're going to have to go with the basic shape to get some good brick siding. Oh, is that the best we can do? Ugh. All right, maybe we're going to go with the Cinderella's Cottage flavor.
What about the one below it and to the other one? This one. Oh, okay.
It's a little more Asian. That's
Japanese or Asian.
Yeah,
okay,
every house on Bro Key is this shape. So we're going with this because I agree with you there. I think the big thing is her siding right now I think her siding is beautiful. However, she does like blue and green. So let's go with this as a facade. Let's do, and feel free to chime in if you think I'm doing any of this wrong. or if you got any ideas or see anything that you like. Ugh, there's really no good green options in here, and she likes blue and green. Oh, that's nice. What do you think of that?
Okay, all right. Where's the blue? That's turquoise. I guess it's blue-green, so, whatever.
Well, the siding is what I was calling.
Yeah.
Compared to the other ones, it's got a bluish tint to it.
All right.
We can check out that. Ugh. That, maybe?
Okay.
That's not bad. I think that's probably
Light
the best
blue.
match.
Yeah, they call it light blue, so might as well go with it.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, we need a new door. Where's the turquoise door? Oh, purple? Ooh, I kind of like that.
I don't mind the purple with it. Yeah, I think the purple is actually the best. If we want it to make a little bit more medieval, I don't like the doorknob on there, though. It's very doorknobby. Any other purples? That's a little bit more medieval-y, but there's a lot of glass in there. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, here you got some.
Purple metal accent. What do you think of that?
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Let's see. Green, no. Blue,
We also
no.
have the ones that are a little farther down here, too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
hold
that
on
iron door.
Alphonse says lower left dark blue house siding. Let me see. Lower left dark blue. This must have been a different shape.
Go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Then that one. That's black. Does look dark blue though.
It does though.
In the
What do you think
picture, but it is black.
And
Well, that
I
looks
think
more medievally.
this
What was
is
that last one? That one.
you like that?
That's got a medievally vibe with sort of the different color stone. The cobblestone approach. I think the cobblestone looks more medievally.
So this has the same pattern, just a different color. See how
Yeah.
they're the same?
Yeah.
So I think, because you got to remember, we have that dark red brick behind it. So I kind of want something to pop out for it. If we went with this, though, if we went with that, I would want to go with the brighter door. Ugh, no, not that. Metal's a little much. Thought it looked dark blue, but yeah, it's black. Yeah, unfortunately, because dark blue would look awesome with that roof. And we can always change this, so let's see. Alphonse says, cobble good. Agreed. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, what do you think of that, Ben? You are not impressed.
Okay. No,
I don't know. You didn't have great.
I don't know
reaction to it.
about the white door.
Too bright.
Yeah.
So stick with purple. Let me see some of the brighter purple ones. That's too modern.
Mm-hmm.
That has a doorknob, which we already said we don't like. Why is my voice doing this robot thing? That at least has a handle, but it still looks too modern. That has a doorknob.
Rustic.
Ooh, the
That's very
rustic
bright.
ones.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You end up with a stupid white one every time.
That matches the trim of the roof.
Yeah.
Ugh. I see we go back with the purple rustic.
Yeah. I think we need to go down the wood accent, the metal accent purple door.
I like. All right, let's see. What do we do for the door decoration?
Oh, you got the crest. There you go.
Whoops. Okay, I was like, don't do that.
Ooh.
Silver, gold and silver, silver and blue, red and white, silver and green were colorful.
Hmm.
Which one of these? I wish there was just a much brighter one than silver, but gold and silver, silver and blue. Which ones are speaking to you here?
The
Let's
green
try
and silver
and
one,
green because
perhaps.
it's on that color door, purple door. Okay. See
Yeah.
if there's any other good ones that we can put on here.
I like the welcome pirate sign.
Hell
It's like,
yes.
welcome. Here's a pirate skull.
Do you like it?
I like the crest better for your medieval village, but I do
Yeah.
think that needs to
Well-
go on somewhere, somebody's.
For Annabelle specifically, I think that's the best choice. We can definitely get the skull on. So it's on, I think, Cubby's door. I don't mind this. Papa Rex is here. Y'all talking color? Papa Rex. That's the reason I
Different
named my
thing, man.
So I bought my first Switch 2, and it said, "What's the name of your Switch?" And guess what word I chose? In honor of Papa Rex, I named it the Grundy Switch. So you have hit the Think Outside the Blocks lore and the Brick Road Crossing lore. So thank you, Papa Rex. All right, so this is Annabelle's house now, huh?
Why wouldn't it be?
Because I don't like the siding.
I think that's fine, man.
Yeah?
I mean, I think the pattern's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll go with this. That's why I have you here, for your advice. So this is Annabelle's house. We'll see how it looks. We're going for it.
I think she's gonna be into it.
No, let's just leave that as it is. Yes. Okay, thanks. I will, thanks, bye. All right, so we can go ahead and place these two things. Pay off the staircase. I'll put all the other stuff in place. And then we're going to time travel. Oh, it's already after midnight. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I really thought this would go faster because I planned. I wish you had deeper pockets. Like you can carry like 400 things, and I'm not exaggerating. You can carry 400 fucking things in your pockets in Crossing Camp. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. There we go. Yo, I'm honored to be linked with your visceral trigger. I know, right? Well, now that you think it means groovy, it's kind of healed that word for me. So thank you. All right, so here we go. Staircase goes here. Damn it. Oh God, you have to be like right on the fucking thing. Hold on, right in the center here. Come on, bitch. Is this gonna kill our snowboy? Wait a minute.
Poor Snowboy. Oh.
No. Okay. I need to rethink it. Where's my Illustrator file? Hold on. It goes. Oh, so it goes that far out? I need 4? So I wasted a bunch of space with that other bridge. All right. So we need to do this. Man, fuck this game sometimes. Wait. Can I do it from here? This is where I want to do it from. Oh, wait. All right. So hold on. I thought they were 4 squares wide, but apparently that includes... All right, we'll see if I know what I'm talking about. Let me imagine it. Kill the snowboy. Yep, it does. Okay, so I want it to come out that far, but the cliff is only supposed to be 2 squares wide behind it. So where have I gone wrong here? All right, let me do some counting. Ben, what do I do?
Mathing.
Mathing sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, motherfuck balls. All right, hold on. What did I just say?
I believe you said motherfuck balls.
I think you are correct. That is what I just said. I hope I don't say that ever again, because that was weird. It's just like... And, furthermore, it makes no sense. Alright, here's what we're doing, kids. You go over there. Then you pick up you. And then we do this. Oh, comments. Let me see. I turned off the screen because I turned on Illustrator. Whew, I am super tired here. And my mouse just died. Nope, there it is. Comments. Nope, no new comments.
Nope. No new
Nobody
comments.
wants to talk to us. Wait a minute. Yes. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. And then that there. And then that there. And then this here. Thank you. According to Papa Rex, it does actually make sense. Thank you.
What makes sense when you said holy poop fuckballs or what?
Motherfuck balls, I think is what I said.
Mother fuckballs. All right.
And then there was something else that was said about the last thing that came out of my mouth about something making sense. So I just kind of agreed, and I'll watch back and be like, oh, that's what he meant. But I'm pretty sure. Oh my God, there's all sorts of stuff. Brickwell, gazebo, street lamp. Oh my God, you guys. Garden lantern, stall, fountain, pergola, castle tower, gazebo, castle wall. What? Round topiary. I can put those away. Castle gate. That's what I'm looking for. Come on, get it. Yeah. So yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Motherfuck balls make sense. Thank you. Oh, this is gonna make this look nicer. Actually, I'm excited about it looking nicer. Is that supposed to be 2 from the... It is! Okay, so I should have been able to count that just off of itself. Okay. Alright, so I got lazy with counting. So make this change. Medieval side building is ready to go. Get out of... Alright, and for funsies, I'm just going to plant this thing. So I have more room. Yes, there is. Liar. Oh, there's not. Here. You get a plant. Goose, if you start thinking, I'm gonna go smack you in your face. I said something during a meeting this week about punching someone in the face, and one of our staff members got very upset with me that I continue to use that as a joke when apparently it's not funny.
I had a I had a similar experience.
How was your toxic boss?
It wasn't anything to do with my boss, actually.
Oh, okay.
I
not
have
boss.
used
CEO,
I have used
there
that
we go.
I've used that expression. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
This is so fucking perfect. I don't know why. It makes sense.
Even though I didn't intend to punch a person in the face, I have said it, and like, you're making me really mad. Like, that's what it means to me.
Yeah. This is what I meant, by the way. Alphonse, thank you for catching it. You get a plant. You get a plant. Everybody gets a plant. Yes, thank you. Anyway, go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, so I have used it. Have not actually punched anyone in the face in my entire life.
Right. Same, I think.
So
No, I have not.
I was
Have
being
I?
invited to a wedding. I was attending a wedding that my wife was not married to her yet at the time, I don't think. Was like the personal attendant or something. So
Okay.
we had to go separately. So I hitched a ride with one of her friends, and she, reminded me to do some stuff before we left. And so then when her friend shows up, her friend says, Rachel told me to remind you to do X, Y, and Z. And I was like, ugh, I'm going to punch her in the face. For telling you to remind me. Like, I'm going to remember. I told her I was going to remember.
That might certainly be taken the wrong way when you're talking about your
I'm so
wife.
annoyed. Yeah, so this girl was convinced that...
Did my internet die or did Ben's freeze? As far as I can tell, I'm still live. Are we still live? It says we're live. While he's frozen, let's talk about him. That's awful. That's shocking to me. We're gonna have to talk to this guy when he gets back. I'm laughing, but I'm also, it's like part of it's like, oh my God, you did what? What happened to Ben? Oh, you ass.
No, I can't move it. It's too hard.
So, yep, he's gone. Maybe the whole stream is gone? Nope, 7 people watching, it says. Unless it's lying to me. and I'm the one who's frozen. This is the possibility. All right, what else do we want to put in before we end this? I think I need... Oh, if I need that castle gate, shit. I've got to go fucking get it made by stupid Cyrus Pants. That's his name, Cyrus Pants. Papa Rex says celebrates 11 months of membership. Ben, you're going down a path I can't follow. Is that how he got kicked? Well, solved itself. I worry about that sometimes. Like, Papa Rex, are you really upset with Ben? Round topiary, fountain, pergola, castle tower, gazebo, castle wall. I hope to find a way not to have to do this every time. Pergola, garden lantern, castle gate. Winner. All right. And pink tile. Oh, we're restarting. I think people are mad at you. Although I can't tell. Because I panic when I read comments. So I think we're going to do this. I think what would look nice. Hey, it's Brick Dad Builds. So, thanks for joining us. Ben was in the middle of a story about how he told one of Rachel's friends that he was going to punch her in the face. And then he froze. Ben, I thought you banned yourself. Can't hear you yet, Ben. Oh, no, it's a Padme quote. Okay, thank you. And I was just like, uh-oh. There he is. Now I can hear you. What about Jesus?
Yeah, that was the Padme quote that Papa Rex gave, because I still have it on my phone, so when I froze,
yeah,
I did in fact just keep watching to see if it was me or you.
Okay, good, because I had no
anyway,
idea. I was just like, hey guys, can you hear me? Or I just have to sit here and panic.
So I would never in fact punch my wife in the face.
Of course not.
This is just you know.
Dude, quit quitting. Fucking quitter. What would that look like? Can I put a... I can hear him. I can hear his...
Wow.
Mic. Yeah, there we go.
What is going on?
I don't know.
All right, whatever. Anyway.
Brick Dad Build says he didn't freeze. It was Rachel cutting his feed.
She may have.
Possible.
She may have.
Oh my god.
So Mara's really been into watching Star Wars lately. And so we watched the original trilogy. And then we watched the prequel trilogy, and I was really dreading having to watch episode 3. We just finished it, and it is just as horrible as I remember. And it's still... Even though episode 9 is a complete booger, 3 is still my least favorite.
Booger is a very nice way to put it, actually.
Yeah, and it upsets me even more because I go back and I say, hey, I saw this series Andor, and much like the prequel trilogy, I knew exactly what was going to happen at the end of Andor, what it was going to lead into. And yet, they still enhanced Rogue One with Andor. Mm-hmm. It's better that it exists, whereas the prequel trilogy makes the original trilogy worse.
Yes.
And I despise that.
Makes it unenjoyable. Annabelle, quit pushing me. I'm trying to take a photo. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay.
So anyway, was it a... Copper Valor says, isn't that a threat? It's not a threat. It was a statement of fact.
I think she said that after I said it during a staff meeting.
Oh.
Which is more shocking, I think, than something that's clearly a joke. And everybody knows that it's an inside joke. Oh, wait, you didn't see the keynote, so you might not understand the joke.
Yeah, you're right. I probably don't.
But the staff member getting upset about it is like, I couldn't tell if they were joking or not, because I'm like, that's the whole joke, is that I know I shouldn't say that. So, Copper Valors, just so you know, in 2024, we had somebody stealing from members of the community, specifically people of color. It was very upsetting. So I announced during closing ceremonies that if I ever caught anybody stealing, I would punch them in the face.
Yes.
And it got some negative feedback that I would threaten to punch somebody in the face. And I was like, that's what you were concerned about in that moment when we were talking about theft. So it's kind of like a joke. Yeah, see, she did mean me because I was talking to my staff. So it was brought up as a joke because as part of the keynote this year, we had the entire thing about our policies. And so I listed what had happened to you if you got caught stealing. And the last bullet point was, however, you will not get punched in the face, ? And then I explained to everybody that we had negative comments on my feedback surveys from my sessions because I threatened to punch somebody in the face during closing ceremonies. And I was like, okay, I'll address it. But yes, it is a threat. But nothing I would ever do.
Some people are a little sensitive about that, apparently.
I have a tendency to hyperbole. Those who know me probably know that this is true. All right, let me see. Do I have another castle gate? I do not. F word. F word. Leave it alone, Floyd. Oh, wait, actually, I do need to take care of Floyd real quick. Actually, before I go run around paying Floyd and pulling other stuff out of storage, let me get the other stuff that I have in my pockets into the design so that I can stop this entire madness of running around not designing when this is supposed to be a show about design. Garden lantern, pergola, garden lantern, castle tower. Here we go. All right, at least I know where it is. Castle tower. Woo! Over one. Oh, so so we're gonna do white whale. So now staff has been tasked with hitting people in the face, but not by Mark. That was the point of the meeting, yes. Since I can't punch people in the face, you catch someone stealing, you must punch them in the face. That was the point of the meeting. You got it. Oh, we can make a Snowboy family back here if I get this right. Get it, get it, get it. Wait, I think that might be too small. All right, so... Oh, no! I did it the wrong way. No, I didn't push you that way. It's so dumb. You look fucking awesome, though. You may feel uncool, but you're a badass, sir. And you ungrateful piece of shit. It's the best Snowboy I've ever created by far. All right. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes.
I do have a question to ask you.
Okay, I may have an answer. I like that you're prefacing it with the fact that you have a question. I'm like, okay, what's coming?
Yeah. Was Sunday's show the most we've been off the rails yet?
If you mean Nicole and I spent a damn long time ignoring everything you were saying, yes.
Yeah, I was.
And
like,
I do apologize for that.
Let's talk about these lifestyle shots, and you guys are just like, blah, 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 like, I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Hey,
right now.
Zizu Sultan Fuss is here. It was the most ADD we've been, and like Nicole had, I forget what Nicole was trying. She had something to like prove.
There was the face on the Ewok like became detached.
That's right.
She was like, I'm trying to figure this.
Zizu Sultan Fuss says, "Oh, it's that Castle hater man."
Where? I don't see him.
Who here hates Castle?
I don't know.
All right, I like. And if you like what you're seeing, you can like and subscribe. Duplo Snowman, yeah, very much so. Ben, do you want to talk to the people about Animal Crossing while I go pee real quick? I know
sure.
we're only gonna stand for at most another hour. I'm sorry, half hour. Just like
I was like, maybe you are. I don't know about me.
But I'm gonna go grab a can of pop and I'll be right back. Do you want to play the pee song?
No.
Because I'll probably also pee.
No.
Okay, all right, have fun.
No.
Do you want me to do you want me to take the Animal Crossing off the screen so you can see the people?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. I wanna watch the gyroid dance while I talk.
Oh, fucking Lloyd.
Yeah. Lloyd the gyroid. Let's see here. Zizu is claiming that I hate Castle. I don't really get that. I've never said that once in my entire life. Let's see here. Brickdead Build says, I was watching and wondering if Ben was even in the episode. I eventually got them partly back on track. We did not successfully get through all of our normal lifestyle silliness. We did, after Nicole managed to replace the face on the Ewok, we did sort of get back on track a little bit, but then we were distracted for a little while, and then we sort of regained our composure. Of course, Nicole, like, she probably doesn't even care about new pictures because she's already had the set for 3 weeks at that point. They just give her sets constantly. And she was excited to talk about some of the F1 stuff, and the Dark Crimes episode ended up being interesting. So that's a bunch of what happened. Brickdad asked, did I listen to Sonic S'mores? No, I assume you just sent that to me, because I also, if you didn't, it just came through, because I got that as well as the price circling that you sent me. Oh, no, you sent it earlier. Is it a Wednesday, July 2nd? Oh, it just came through now, and let me tell you why. Because I was traveling up to my dad's, and we get really bad reception up there. So no, I haven't listened to it yet, but I would like to. In fact, it's so bad I have to leave my dad's basement to get, like, if I'm like trying to log into something, which I was trying to log in on my computer. It sends you, an authorization text or an authentication text. I have to leave the house to get the text to go back in and, type the stupid thing in. So no, I have not listened to your music yet, Brickdad, but I would like to.
Oh, and shit, I need to do that too. I haven't been able to do it either.
Yeah, it's like now a full week old.
Yeah.
And I just got the second text that he sent me, and it was like, hey, you have 2 texts from Brickdad. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, so the other thing Brickdad sent me was a picture of the Jurassic Park set that we both kind of thought was cool, the one with the sea creature.
Yeah.
And he's like $55 or $50 or $60 or something. And then the new clone turbo tank has the same number of pieces, actually fewer, and it's $140. So it's like more than twice the price.
New bro sighting, by the way.
Hey, bro. Hey, Dr. Harley Sawyer. He's a doctor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've got to watch. I got to listen to this. He also sent us all the lyrics. So.
So yeah, Dr. Harley Sawyer is here. Apparently, Liam and Zissou have been on 3 live streams together tonight. I thought Lloyd just called me a chump, but he said chum.
This could be an interesting song. I'm gonna have to listen to this.
Another new one, or is this the Sonic S'mores one?
This is the Sonic S'mores one.
I've
It
not been able to hear it.
seems to match the Sonic S'moresiness.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, they're friends. I tend to put fountains everywhere, so I don't know if this will work here. I already got a well, so maybe that's not necessary, but... and I want to come up with a circular pattern instead of my pink cobblestone. I think I want to come up with a pink circular. Are you guys talking? What are you saying? You talking about me? What? So Dr. Harley Sawyer is in chapter 4 of what? Poppy Playtime character. Beer in hand. All right, everyone's having fun here. Kind of giant bug roommate would I choose? I've never seen this dialogue before. Let me think about it. Why can't I give an answer? That was it? I want to tell you what bug I would choose. All right, move out of the way. Move out of the way. Move out of the way.
I would like to know, what bug are you choosing?
I don't know. I mean, a firefly was a damn good idea because they're cute, and we get fireflies in the house all the time. And I save them from the Rose Pest Control. I pick them up and get them out of the house. I'm like, cheese it, it's the feds. Maybe that's a bit much.
Get out of here if you want to live.
Ben, is this fountain too much?
Come with me if you want to live.
Come with me if you want to live. Is this fountain too much?
Why do you have the fountain next to the or to the well?
Yeah.
I like the well. I think the well is...
The well works perfectly. Maybe I'll go get a bucket.
Sense. Oh, yeah.
All right. But don't look, because I might have done that same thing right over here where there's a well and a bucket right there. And you need several wells. So Copper Valor also says that she's seen a lot of new dialogue lately. They're not supposed to be updating this game anymore. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I sound like I can complain. I sound like I'm whining about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe. What else do I want to put out there? I can put it. Oh, I can put the pergola out there. Pergola. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Woo! 100 bonus miles. Look at me, I'm rich. ABD, please. 168,000 bells, please.
That's how many bells I wanted today.
Before I paid off the loans for Brickworld, and honestly, until the shows started making money, I would log into my ABD and it would make me depressed. Like, I've made so much money in this game, but I can't make money in real life.
Well, you know.
Have you ever played Palia? Because you can build things. I have looked at Palia before, because you can have relationships with your villagers in Palia too, right? All of the villagers, by the way, in Palia are human. Just in case, I know. You missed it, but when Tank came to visit my house, I revealed that he comes to my house all the time, more than any other villager. The music is by me to support the show and just be fun. Yay! We should actually support you and, play it when you send it to us.
My fault.
Okay. Yep, I did that. I can spare a single bell.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna listen to this song. It's probably the first thing I'm gonna do when I hang up tonight. It'll be the last thing I do before I go to bed, besides maybe pee. So, just so you know, Brick Dad.
Good to know. All right, let me see what I have in storage that we can throw out here. You know what? I'm gonna stop doing that. Actually, what else can I put out? Oh, the pergola.
Do 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 do.
I'm in love with this. I am so in love with this snow boy. That is fucking awesome. Why would it even do that? Copper Valor says, more elf-like, I think, not human. But you're also an elf, though, right? Like, it's at least, like, it's not like a cross... But you can have relationships, is the point. Am I right? Am I thinking of the right game?
Copper Valor's an elf?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
That's what you said.
Yeah, more elf-like.
Okay.
Maybe you're right. More elf-like, she said. She didn't say she was actually an elf. Pergola. Oh, I should put the light switch out here. Round topiary, round topiary. Me, I don't see anything I want to put out there. Let me just do a quick perusal of my storage and see if there's anything else I want to put out there to make it look more like a medieval market village. I'm sure I could make a stall at some point that would look rather villagey. Put it on the side of Annabelle's house. Sunday was a special episode, so no worries maybe for this Sunday. Yeah, and don't be afraid to remind us. I go in through... what? I go in through Chrome. There we go. Because I can actually share the sound. Dr. Harley Sawyer says, support everyone if you want to. Support us if you want to.
Yeah, Sunday was a special show, all right.
Yeah, it sure was. No, that segment where you're clearly trying to like run a conversation and neither one of us is paying attention to you. I could feel it happening, but also at the same time I was like, Ben's pretty thick-skinned. And at one point you're just like, I don't know why we're doing this. And I was like, sorry. I'll come back.
There are a couple of times I haven't watched it back, but I know there are a couple of times where I'm just like, what is going on right now?
Like, I'm just gonna start saying random things to see if they're even fucking paying attention.
And you weren't. It was okay.
I was trying to. My heart was in the right place. My ears were not.
That's okay.
Oh, there is another castle gate. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try out both of these. What else could I put in the market square to make it look more medievally markety? Funsies. Funzo. Fun times. What? Oh, another pool. No, I'm kidding. Dr. Harley Sawyer says, I'm not an elf. I'm a robot with a TV head.
Oh, that makes sense.
Look at his avatar. It's true.
It is.
I like having
I will say,
robots.
I already have a prediction about what I'm going to say about Brick Dead's song. And it's going to be, where's the video? Because that's what I always say.
To say that, yes.
Yeah, I need the video. I'm like, where's the video? Like,
oh, not a well.
I don't know why I can't handle it on the stream if there's not a video.
Yeah. You tend to take the wind out of a lot of people's sails by saying that.
If I'm just listening to it, and like if you like see me live, just like listening to it like this, I'm just like no, I want the video so that you don't have to look at me while it's playing.
I wanted to point out the fact that I found that you are correct. You have never said that you hate Castle. And have you done that on purpose?
I don't know what anyone's talking about. I've never said that.
So I've looked for evidence because you're like, I'd like somebody to find for me evidence where I've ever said that I hate Castle. And what you say is like, well, if you're into Castle, or like, oh, if you like Castle, but I don't. Or you say like, well, they like Castle, so that's liking Castle is stupid. You might say something like that, but you've never literally said the words.
You say that a lot.
I hate Castle. And I'm kind of like, this bitch has done this on purpose. That's why he's always throwing it out there. I challenge anybody to find anywhere where I've said I hate Castle, because you are correct. You have never said that. Congratulations, you fucking troll. I knew you were so proud of yourself for this too. You are doing it on purpose.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never expressed any feeling about hatred of Castle of my own person in any way, shape. Wait, no, okay, maybe I have.
Maybe. So Brick Dad Build says it was hard to watch, and we could see the look on Ben's face. It made it even funnier. Is he talking about you watching a video, a song without a video, or is he talking about the episode on Sunday?
On Sunday.
That was very cringe-inducing.
Sometimes I'm like, what's happening?
Oh, that, yes. Well, the whole episode is somewhat difficult to watch because we're talking about these deep, dark crimes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was pretty kooky. I could also see your face, and I was like, he's fine. He'll run the show. And I don't even know what I was doing. Liam,
and I kept scrolling past whatever picture you wanted to talk about, and you were like, go back. I was just like, whatever.
Liam Brick the Bed just described a Brick Dad Builds. See, we're bringing people together.
Aw, how sweet.
Love it.
Love it.
Let's put out a nice metal pot too. That sounds like a medieval market village, right? All right, I think that's enough for now. And then we're gonna time travel. Keep promising things that I'm not delivering on.
Brick Dad, I know that this picture you sent me is probably technically somewhere somebody else did circling the prices, but these are in pounds, man. I can't determine pounds, though they're probably equivalent to dollars, actually. The poor Brits, they have to pay more for their Lego than us.
I mean, great story though at the same time.
It really is. And that's because North America is the #1 market for Lego.
Ugh. Oh, I did bring a bench out. I forgot about that. Fountain, street lamp, light switch, garden lantern, barrel.
Shop. Okay, Jurassic World or Lego Jurassic World?
I think it's gonna be Lego Jurassic World.
It is just Jurassic World.
What is this world
What?
coming to?
What a dagger.
Uh-huh. Right through my heart.
Right through it.
Yeah. Oh my god, there we go. Jesus Christ. No.
The brick-built Mosasaurus boat mission, 858 pieces, perfect 5-star rating, $60 on old Lego.com. Whereas the Juggernaut is 130, I think.
Okay. All
Let's look
right.
at this. For 813 pieces.
Okay.
Does have more figures, in fairness. But man, I don't know if that's inflation, super
The
IP
hell?
tax, or tariffs, but that is not good. 160. The Juggernaut's 160. It's
many pieces again?
$100 more. 813. It's like a miniaturized Juggernaut. Star Wars turbo tank thing. $100 difference. That is brutal.
Yeah.
So, Star Corps Battle Pack hype. Yeah, except Brickmaster GE. It better come with a crisp $20 bill in it.
I'm actually gonna ignore a balloon for once. We got fucking work to do, folks. I like this here. Let me see.
Good night,
Let me
Papa
see.
Rex.
Good night, Papa Rex.
$45. Who cares if it makes you happy? Price doesn't matter. Unless you go into debt buying Star Corps packs.
Yeah, that. Where are you?
It can still be unreasonable. And here's the thing, Brickmaster G. As much as I'm willing to defend, like, you know, prices are what people will pay for them, they don't tend to come back down if they get overly inflated, even if tariffs or other things stop. So it's sad regardless.
Preach, brother.
It's
Sad,
it's sad.
and aggravating and frustrating and detrimental to small business owners all at once. I have an idea.
But it's not everything that's having this problem, but these latest Star Wars ones in particular seem to be just ridiculous.
Agreed, sir.
Ridiculous.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. I keep saying hold on, and it's not like I actually expect you to do anything when I say that.
Hold on.
Hold on to the memory.
Hold on,
Never
little
give it
girl.
something more.
Ready for my brick master plan, said Master G. I don't know what that means, but okay.
I'm not sure about how that looks without a castle tower with it. Just, ew. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. Yeah, especially over here. How would that be standing? That was an idea. I'll have to put something else there, because I want something to seem like a wall here behind the staircase when it goes in. But I guess I didn't plan for a bridge to be this close to it.
How
for
on
stroke
God's green
problems.
earth is this V19 torrent? $65, which is crazy, but how is it 567 pieces? It looks like it has 47 pieces in it. It looks like a 4+ set.
It's a chibi.
I
Brickmaster
don't
G
know.
says the Bricks and Minifigs is opening 7 minutes away from him, so he's gonna walk with a bin of Lego to trade in for a new battle pack.
Okay, yeah, an entire bin of Lego for your $45 battle pack. That was
Life
$30, 6 months ago.
Life goals, life goals. I don't mind all that.
258 pieces. It does have 4 clone troopers and 3 super battle droids. So that's 7 figures. But man,
Sure.
that's still pretty brutal.
Agreed.
Seems like if you would to just get some regular clone troopers from clearance at Target right now and then go buy some like Warhammer 40,000 yellow paint at the store, you could make yourself some of these figures and save yourself about, I don't know, $30.
All right, I'm liking this area. Anything else in here I wanted to do before I turned it in for the not for the evening, but for the time travel? And Liam Brick the Bed says, I thought the Zelda set last year was outrageously overpriced. It was higher than some of the other Nintendo sets that came out, but they had a shitload of figures, and it was a 2-in-1. And so usually those are get a little bit
some
of
new
extra.
molds as well.
This is Lego Collected in 2025, or do we wait for May the 4th, 2026? I can't help you there. I don't know. I don't necessarily collect Star Wars, so I don't know what the best thing to do is.
Well, I don't know that I would have bought the MTT or the Turbo Tank anyway, or the V19, or even the Star Corps. The Jango Fett Starfighter, maybe, but it's actually priced apart okay. It just doesn't seem like a $70 model in terms of like its size.
Yeah.
So like that's where I struggle with this. Wicket could stand to be $30 cheaper. The ATST is overpriced as well, but you know, UCS sets, sometimes they're good value, sometimes they're terrible value, and this one falls on the terrible side.
Zizu Sultan Fuss says Zelda set was overpriced, but I do love it so. I like that set too, although I haven't built it. But the sets, the pieces are certainly quite worth it. All right, so we're gonna time travel here and see how everything looks now that we've moved Annabelle's house and built that staircase. And maybe, I know there's only like 10 minutes before we said we would quit. See if we can run through January 10th, 2025, and move another house and staircase and go to the 11th. Brickmaster G says $120 for May the 4th promo normally, so 2 Star Wars sets will hit that in 2026. Yikes, he says. Did I change the date or did I just start over?
120 for May the 4th promo. 2 sets, well, it's just, you know, I don't know. If we are taking the August 1st releases, there are 4 sets over that, just of the batch that were just announced. The Separatist MTT, the Juggernaut, the Wicket, and the ATST are all over $120. And I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, Wicket, the Turbo Tank, and the MTT should be under $120. I would suspect 120 might be right for the MTT, but it's too high for the Juggernaut and too high for Wicket.
Brick Dead Build says a lot of uncertainty in the second half of the year with what sets may still come out, so jumping on sets right now may not be a great idea. Zizu Sultan Fuss tells Liam, fingers crossed we'll see more Zelda sets and characters I can dream. Yeah, agreed. Agree there.
Well, it's interesting because they do have they actually have a tag for it, a name, but they only have one product. So they do have Lego Legend of Zelda as a theme.
Yeah.
This year I bought 3 Star Wars sets to hit the 120. Last year it was 4. See a pattern. So this year it'll be 2. Well, Brickmaster G, just depends on which set you choose. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Brickmaster G says... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Brickmaster G says, this year I bought 3 Star Wars sets to hit $120. Last year was 4 sets to see the pattern.
Pattern. But are you just saying I'm picking the cheapest set and I could buy 4 of them? So they had... $30 sets were the cheapest ones you were interested in, and now the cheapest one in this latest wave that isn't a Brickhead or a Micro Fighter is $45. I don't know.
Gilbert. There's a heartbeat coming through your microphone.
Interesting, because I'm not doing anything. Oh, I'm tapping. I'm touching my phone to scroll. That's all it's taking to...
Apparently.
Interesting.
Hey, thanks for having me over your place. Okay, whatever. So yeah, you're right that the fact that they made a category for Lego Legend of Zelda is significant because they didn't do that for Lego Horizon Adventures.
Yeah,
You have
they've
to
had two
search
sets
that
from
shit out.
3 sets from that. 2 sets from that. They've had a couple sets from that at least.
2, yeah, I think. There's only 2, but still, they're cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're not crazy overpriced, so they got that going for them.
All right, so... Jesus.
Man, I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. Zizu's taking off. Thanks for joining us tonight, Zizu. Appreciate that a lot. I mean that all. It sounds like I'm like... Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm dying. Real quick here.
Zizu, that castle lover.
All right, so here's the fruits of our labor here. We got Annabelle's house down there. We've got the staircase over here. Next steps, real quick. We're gonna barrel through this as fast as we can. Taking a look here. I like where the well is. Maybe I'll turn it a little bit. I like the pot and the flower stand back there. The barrel, maybe the barrel needs something on it. Like where Annabelle's house is. It could look villagey. What I want to do next, real quick, we're going to test this. Make sure that it's where I want it. 3 steps back from here, 2, 3, and over 1. So right here. We're going to put... Are you getting lots of Lego building done tonight, Ben, or still kind of
Not
treading water a
exactly.
bit?
So I'm working on something for one of the collaboratives that is like my responsibility to get everybody going on. So I'm working on that. It's not anything exciting, but I have to find black slopes. Finding black slopes in a bin of black slopes is not fun.
Doesn't sound like it.
Mm-mm.
What size are you looking for?
Lots of them.
Okay,
2x4s, 2x3s, 2x6s.
Quick question for the Smexagon. It is 7 studs to start the one side.
Yep.
The Super Mega Chunkagon.
Yeah.
How many studs?
More than 7. Let's see. The Super Mega one is, since you asked,
2 sets from Horizon, 1 from Horizon Adventures, and Tall Neck was 3 years ago. Okay, so Horizon Adventures is the Lego game. Is that the difference between the two?
Okay.
And then I gotta say, you guys are the best. Thank you for reading the comments. I always look forward to the streams. Thank you, Brickmaster G. Appreciate when you're here. And that was Alphonse, by the way. I didn't read off his name. Brickdad Build says, are we expecting a signature theme CMF or standard CMF line? For what? Did I miss something? I probably did because I was busy trying to make this happen fast.
I don't know.
Brickmaster G, I feel I'm starting to get priced out of Lego Star Wars, especially after the last wave. Nice job there, Liam Brick the Bed. And if you don't know, commercial radio harms you and those around you.
The Super Colossa Chonkagon's base size appears to be 33 studs.
33.
Yeah.
Good, good. All right, thank you.
Yeah. And you gotta remember, of course, it's 7, but then there's a bracket on each side, plus 2 plates before the... Yeah, 2 plates before the cheese slope.
I like the 2 plates, question mark?
2 plates, question mark? Yeah. So... Horizon Adventures is Lego game. Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West are the 2 games. Fair enough.
All right, so we're going to go through the same process again, real super fast here.
Alphonse says, how do you organize? I'm assuming by part, not by color. You're wrong. I do both. So
Of course.
certain things are by color,
Certain.
things are by part and color, and certain things are just by part. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Colors I don't use much tend to
Yeah.
just go together, and colors that I use a lot that I don't have a lot of tend to go together.
Same. I have like one of the colors I use the most is medium lavender, but there's only so many pieces they make, so it's all in one bin.
Right.
I have to
Yeah,
dump it
same
out in
thing
the
for
dog's
me
bed.
for like the shades of blue that I don't use a lot. But like I have single wide gray plates here. So these are all just single wide gray plates, light bluish gray. But they're by color and by type. Are they divided by 1x4, 1x6, 1x3, 1x2? No, they're all together. But there are no double wide plates in here, no specialty plates. Because I use a lot of these, and eventually when I run out of 1x6s, I start using 2 1x3s. Or a 1x4 and a 1x2. And then below that is an entire bin of snot bricks of all kinds of different varieties. So
That's so funny because that's the exact same way that I store my light gray plates because I have so freaking many of them.
Mm-hmm.
My bins have lids. Yours probably do too.
I do. Yep, they do. But I would say 94.8% of the time they don't have the lids on them.
Same.
So I end up with a giant pile of lids taking up a place where a bin should go.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Or I step on them and crack them, and I just need to order more from the Container Store.
Yeah.
Right, let's barrel
I'm trying to
through
move
the
over
design.
to as many that are the same as possible.
Yeah,
But,
same. I get all mine from
it's a
Container
challenge.
Store because the stuff at the Container Store is insanely expensive, but it's mostly when they are carrying other brands. Their brand stuff is super inexpensive, and you can buy them by the case for a discount.
Mm. So these are all 2x2 jumpers, every color. So these by type. So there you've seen it, by color, by type, and by color and type.
Love it.
Rick
That's
Dad
how I do it
says,
too.
I have bulk color bins, then I have specific highly used parts sorted. Yep, same thing, Rick Dad. And I have, for example, double wide brick that I use for filler and colors that I don't use all in one giant bin. So it's like my filler brick bins behind me here. So kind of just depends, I guess, on, how you build and what your collection looks like.
Brickmaster G uses tackle bins for like fish lures. They are 99 cents at Cabela's. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, and then I've got the wall behind me, obviously, for the small parts that I use frequently. So, sort of a mix.
All right, real fast here. I think the facade of his home is fine as it is. We just maybe take a look at the color of the roof. It's going to have snow on it because it's January 9th. Look at him with his bush showing. This is so... Beardo is so crazy.
Oh, Beardo.
That's why I made him say bush as his catchphrase. Yep, let's go. Let's do it. Is that for castle building, Ben? Asked Liam.
Castle building. Are you talking about these single wide light bluish gray plates? I don't know why you would think that. It's clearly for spaceships. And by the way, you can go look at my Instagram. I have beautiful orange spaceships on there. I'll tell you this right now, though. This is interesting, and tell me if you agree, Mark.
Yes,
On Instagram,
I'll check it out. What's up?
On Instagram, 100%, I am well more known for online for Castle.
Yes, you are.
At the conventions, however, people remember orange spaceships and computers.
Yeah.
They are not even close to as popular online for pictures.
Fair.
And I think maybe part of it is like there's a scale that that doesn't come across in the pictures that does at the conventions.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's
You're
like
not wrong.
It's like my two worlds. Like when I do the pictures of the spaceships, and they're like, well done. The pictures are, if I do say so myself. They still don't get nearly the same traction as the castles do. So,
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
it is. Why did I change anything? I'm gonna be stuck here all night now as I him and haw over a door. Ugh.
So maybe that's it. It's like I think my spaceships have
Mhm.
middle child syndrome, and so that makes them resent castle. And then
Maybe.
sometimes the spaceships say mean things about the castle, and I like
Possible.
have to like overemphasize the spaceships to try to compensate. You know,
I do know.
I don't know, it's just how it is. Brick Deadfield wants to know how my Discord comprehension is going. Well, I got sent an invite for Twinlug, which expired before I clicked on it, and then I got sent a new one, and it's only for the general Discord link for Twinlug, not for the special one that they're trying to get me into so I can collaborate with them. So I would say, I don't know.
All right. I know we're short on time here, but I like to do this before I leave. See if I get Tom Joy to love me, or Tom Nook to joy me. Really, what I need is love. Bricklink designer castles always do better than space. Must be a selling thing too, because they only allow a certain percentage of. Oh no! Don't talk to her. She's gonna want to go to your house. See, I'm learning. Oh, I know what I can put down here. That will solve some of my angst about the entrance. Maybe not. Oh, Roscoe's here! Yay! I'll put trees down some other time. All right. Important. No, hit the right button, please, sir. Ugh. Oh, really? Okay. Let's see. Build that there. If it's too close to a bridge... Dude, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to move that bridge. Damn it. Alright, we might have to move a bunch of other shit around. Offshoot. Stop doing things dumb. Okay, hold on. That's aggravating. Okay, hold on. Yes. Ugh, I'm annoyed. Yeah, it's perfect. Liam Brick the Bed says, I consider Space, Pirates, and Castle equally my favorites. All right, let's see how that turns out. As far as this goes, we want a fucking staircase right here.
That's weird, Liam, because those are the three best themes. I don't know. I haven't built Pirates in a while, but that was definitely my childhood theme of choice. Wasn't even close.
One step back, says Brick Dead Builds. I believe he was talking to me. Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Hey, wait, where'd my castle gate go? Is it in my pockets? Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, Dick. Okay. Sure. Yep. Anything else I can put up now? I doubt it. All right, so one more time travel, and then we'll take a look at how our village looks. I'm gonna be very annoyed if I can't get that arch back in there. And then you're off the hook. We've only gone 2 hours and 10 minutes tonight.
Okay.
How many people are even still watching? We've got
7.
7 people watching. No, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that a lot. The people stuck around pretty much all evening. So yeah, I haven't even talked a lot about what I've been doing. I've just kind of done it. So, and we've talked Lego in the meantime. I think on Sunday I'll be showing off my new Animal Crossing trees, and we'll see. I got some stuff done on Victor's hideout, but I also got pieces in to make a super mega Colossagon.
Ooh.
Yeah, not a
That's
Colossagon, a Colossagon. And so I'd like to start my collaborative with you.
Your Kraken Knights.
Yes, exactly. My Kraken
All right.
chip. Kraken chip.
Your Krakens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be amazing if I can actually get that started. We'll see what happens. A little bit behind with work, but much, much, much better than I've done in years past. So behind on where I'd want to be, but way ahead of where I've been. Hey, we got a 7th like. We have 7 people watching, 7 people liking. Thank you guys so much for the support this evening. Appreciate that a ton. We haven't even played any songs yet. Liam Brick the Bed says, well, we didn't have as much back in the 80s and 90s, Ben.
Okay. Those were the themes, but they also had City, and they came out with Star Wars, and then they killed pirates.
Murdered it.
So there's, I've got plenty of history with the existence of other themes, but those are still the best.
Yes.
Still the best ones.
We have 9 likes somehow. What happened? We have 7 people watching and 9 likes. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. I see what happened.
I don't know.
Maybe people who weren't watching earlier, or people who were watching and left liked, and then people who were, I just inadvertently shamed for not liking. We're hearing you talk through this build, so it's making sense. Oh, cool. Good. All right. Well, here's the final step for the day. First of all, we're going to see if that castle gate will get back in there. If not, I'm going to be super annoyed. But let's go see how it looks. All the work that we did today to make our little medieval market square. I'll ask Ben for his final opinion on the work that I did, that we did with some of the design choices, to see how successful we are at creating a medieval market village. And we got to listen to Isabel first. Hi. Oh shit, it's the freaking fishing tournament. Fuck. We're gonna have a really annoying song. Actually, it's fun for about 30 seconds. And then as it just keeps repeating ad nauseum, you're like, okay, kill the tournament. More mail.
Nook Inc.
Yep. I got 1,000 miles for changing the exterior of I love when they just write you random letters and don't send you gifts. So it says, I was going to write you a whole thing about how amazing bonsai trees are, but then I started daydreaming about them. Pretty soon I realized I can't really cover it in notes, so here we are. All right, it's not one of the best ones. Filbert sends the best ones. The lazy characters send the best ones. It's Goose. Love Goose. Chicken named Goose. All right, let's see how the staircase turned out. All right, we got to get rid of Tank's yard and that bridge. Got a lot of work to do before we come back here again. Here's that
Chicken
music I was talking
named
about.
Goose.
All right, let me see if this works.
Second cousins to a boy named Sue.
Come on. Oh, wrong one. Ah, you. God damn it. All right, so now I have a couple things to do. Not that castle gate, this castle gate. But at least it
My
works.
name is Sue. How do you do? Now
Wow,
you're
you're-
gonna die.
Killing it over here.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking fuck. Come on. All right, there we go. Nice. Okay, so it does go back, and now we have to do this real fast, and then we'll take a look. You can tell me if it looks good or it looks bad.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Sure, if Matt's still awake, he wonders why I'm yelling. I'm yelling at Animal Crossing.
Luckily, I'm down in the Lego den, so no one has to hear me sing Johnny Cash.
So, Prick That Build says, straight up Amber Heard bed storied the classic pirate line. Fair assessment. All right, Ben. Give me your honest opinion on our medieval village area here.
Okay. Oh. Ooh.
Ooh, we got an ooh. Nice.
I think that we haven't messed this up by including a bunch of stuff that doesn't need to go here. I like the fountain. I like the house that we put up here. By we, I mean mostly you, but I was here too. I like the barrel. I like the planter. Oh, this works for me.
Agreed. I also like it. I think what we could do is maybe put some castle wall over here to the left behind the staircase, so it kind of creates an entire sort of multi-tiered castle sort of building. Because what I've done, I do like the barrel. I like the planter as well. Let's see what it looks like from over here, from this new entrance, which I think could use a bit of help. I don't think it's. I think maybe I dumbed it down a little bit too much. I don't think fences that cover just that much. It doesn't look like a. It doesn't look like a gated. That area could use some work, I think. However,
I do like tiki torches as big old medieval torches, though. That works for me.
So do I. I'm glad I'm bringing torches back here.
Bringing the torches back.
And so, yeah,
torches
I
back.
think this looks pretty good. Beardo's fishing by his house. He doesn't have much of a yard, but that's okay because this is a medieval market. So yeah, we'll fix this entrance at some point in time. I don't mind having this bench here either. I think this is kind of a nice little place to sit and enjoy the medieval market. We can put another house back up here. So what I've done in the meantime is I've also moved, and now that we have room on the beaches, I've moved these. Look at my favorite snowboys dying here. I could put a house back here next to this gazebo. Hey, don't cut out my castle stuff. Let's see, hold on. Ah, now it doesn't. Okay, so we can get some houses back here, get another level back here. I'll eventually kill this bridge because I've moved it to another spot already. We've moved Tank's house. We've moved Roscoe's house. And I'll move Goose's house next, which is back behind this one. There's Goose's house here, and we could have gotten rid of this yard ages ago because it's way super elaborate and reflects his personality as a jock, which is not necessary, especially when you're theming your island. So, whoops. I really like this area, but it doesn't fit in anywhere else, so we'll probably make some sort of darker stone shrine area somewhere. What's going to happen is I'll put Shabra's house over here behind the this gazebo, but then we can go up another level, have a couple more houses, and then we'll have this entire area to put my house and a couple other villager houses and make kind of a courtyard castle area, like it's the interior of a walled city. This is like me on Sundays when I'm like showing you what I built, and it's only like 2 new things, and I'm telling you about the 18 new things I'm going to add. But yeah, it takes some time to get this all correct. Actually, I really like the way this looks here. I think I got that stone shrine fence thing down. I like that pattern. I'll use it somewhere else. I specifically like those creepy rock fingers hanging out between those 2 stone lions there in the center right behind my head. So that's hey, we actually did something I liked. Maybe for the first time on the stream, we designed something new. Maybe this Illustrator file is helpful after all. Look at this. I like that look there a lot with the houses in the background, the gates in the background, the tiki torches in the front. Yeah, this could be something. You know what we do maybe is bring back that iron fence back up here. Or I get rid of this stuff and have a little bit more room to create something more castle-y of an entrance here.
Yeah, okay. Why not?
Well, thanks for sticking through it with me. I know it was we're both very tired, and this is not your favorite thing in the world.
I yawned a few times. Hey, I snapped some bricks together, you know.
I did not.
We hung out. Oh, I did. Many times.
No. Yeah, I've been fading fast for a while here, but just gonna spin my wheels a little bit for a second. All right, so Ben, Ugh, I don't like those flowers, but even something like this is better than what I have there now. Do not like. Do I? I don't. No. No to that. Okay. We'll figure something. Maybe we'll put a giant statue of David with his butt showing right here. And then people can walk around and get in. All right, so that's all we have. Oh, thank you, Brick Dad Builds. Appreciate that a lot. And yeah, I feel good about it. We'll see what it looks like in the spring when we got the cherry trees and grass is back. Yeah, I'm really liking it. And you can see it looks nice from any angle. You don't need to keep pulling out the camera trick. I like where it looks. I like how it looks pretty much running through here. Let's see. Actually, over here from where we changed the entrance to Annabelle's house and my favorite little configuration of trees. Hold on. Now I really have to check. Need a bit of the camera trick to get over the trees. Oh, but yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, I really like that. All right. So, Ben, would you say that us saying that we're both tired and we don't want to have a long stream and going 2 hours and 20 minutes, would you say that was a mistake?
Probably.
Yeah,
but for purposes of this stream, no, I don't think so. We still hung out. We talked to the people. We got lots of views, lots of likes.
Yeah,
way more than we do when we don't go very long. So you know what? I'd say it's a happy accident.
And really good conversations too. Yeah, no such thing as mistakes, only happy accidents. So says our friend and hero Bob Ross, the dearly departed Bob Ross. And on the way out, let's jazzy this bitch. Whoops. Why is it not doing it? Hold on.
That was a mic drop moment.
I know, right? And there was no mic drop to be had, and I somehow dropped you out?
I mean, that was interesting.
Jazzy. All right, so maybe I'll try a different song since Jazzy isn't playing? What's happening? Peely?
I mean, like ghosts, I can't wait to see.
Wait.
I mean, like ghosts, I can't wait to see. Oh, it's Peely Bone, okay? What could it be? Half banana, half bone. It's a bonkers sight. Be it stupid or cute, it just doesn't seem right. Gus, guts, oh, what it's like to behold little brown splatters, stories untold. Is it a bruised banana or something else? How did Peely Bone end up on the shelves? A banana with a skeleton, what's the deal? A mashup too wild to find the appeal. He's not a doorbell, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peely Bone is just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Just plain wrong, just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peely Bone is just plain wrong.